iLogic helps you create rules-based models. The rules are embedded as objects in your part, assembly, and drawing documents. The rules also determine and drive design parameter and attribute values. We need to create a rule that drives the size of the bracket based on the amount of weight that it is to hold. Open the iLogic Basics Dimension Rule part in the Chapter 25 folder of the workspace. Please note that all Inventor parameters and rule names are case-sensitive and do not contain spaces. On the ribbon, Manage tab, iLogic panel, click Add Rule. The Rule Name dialog box appears. Type mass_width_rule in the name field and click OK. It is recommended but not necessary to name the rule without any spaces. The Edit Rule dialog box appears. In this case, it is called Edit Rule: mass_width_rule because this is a rule we are creating and thus editing. There are three basic areas to this dialog box. The Snippets area contains lists of reusable pieces of code. The Text panel is where the iLogic code is displayed and edited. The Tools panel has 4 different tabs of tools for creating code. The Model tab in the Tools area gives you access to all features and parameters of a file. Select the model parameters and notice a list of model parameters appears. Select User Parameters and you have a list of user-defined parameters for this file. In the text area, click the If Then End button, then highlight My Expression in the text area by double-clicking it. Double-click the parameter name mass in the parameters list and type <=100. It is not necessary to put a space before and after the less than equal, but it is a good idea. Move the cursor to the blank line between the if and the end if. Select Model Parameters in the model tree and scroll down the parameters list until you get to bracket_width and double-click it. Move the cursor to the end of the line and type space=1. It is not necessary to put the spaces before and after the equal sign, it just makes it look cleaner. Click the If Then End If drop-down and select Else If Then. Notice Inventor adds a line for you. Highlight My Expression in the Edit area. Select User Parameters and double-click the parameter name Mass in the Parameters tab. Then type >=200. Again, it is not required to put the spaces between the less than equal. Move the cursor to the blank line between else if and end if. Select Model Parameters and browse down the list until you get to bracket_width and double-click it. Move the cursor to the end of the line and type =2 and press the Enter key to insert a new line. Add 2 more sections where mass is less than or equal to 300 and bracket_width equals 3 and mass is less than or equal to 400 and bracket_width is equal to 4. Click OK to save the rule, and if the code that you have entered has mistakes or is invalid, you receive an error message at this point. Click Update in the Update panel on the ribbon and notice that the part is now 1 inch. Click Parameters in the Parameters panel and change the filter to Key. Click the Less button and resize the dialog so the bracket is viewable in the canvas. Change the value of mass to 345, press Enter, and notice that the part has conformed to the rule. Repeat the process of changing mass with the following suggested values to verify the rule you created: 50, 225, 135. iLogic is an incredibly powerful tool with nearly unlimited potential to drive and integrate your models with true rules-based design, providing a simple way to capture and reuse your work. Use iLogic to standardize and automate design processes and configure virtual products. iLogic adds additional functionality with an automation interface. You can use this interface from Inventor VBA or VB6 or .NET code to access parameters and rules. You can consult Inventor help to gain a more detailed understanding of the power of iLogic.